Greetings. This video is titled Does Your Mind Wander? Thoughts are like children. Left to themselves, they soon get into trouble. Children tend to wander off, to let their curiosity take them places they don't need to be, to get into things they shouldn't. Isn't the mind the same way? When the mind wanders, it often ends up where it shouldn't. It needs constant supervision. It needs to be curbed, restrained and guided. It needs to be regularly hear the word of God to keep it from wandering. Evil deeds come from evil thoughts, and evil thoughts come from an undisciplined mind. The only real control for the mind is the Bible. The Bible is like the leash some parents attach their children at parks and zoos to keep them from getting too far away. My family did that to me. I used to run in front of traffic. Yeah, so yeah. The child. The Bible is an anchor that keeps us from drifting at sea. Our minds rarely stay on one thing for very long. That's true. My mind tends to be beep 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 beep. Talk about history, politics, religion, and then reaction to something funny. Do 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 do. That's where my mind is. It jumps everywhere. Some are better at concentrating than others, but every mind jumps from one thought to another. Few children know how to make good use of their time. Very true. The mind is the same way, even in adults. Children need to be kept busy to keep them out of trouble. Very true. The mind needs to stay busy meditating about good things, and either mind is the devil's workshop or his playground. Work is good for us for many reasons. One of these is that it keeps our minds from wandering into useless and sinful thoughts. But even at work, our mind needs to be disciplined. How many times do bosses see co-workers whose minds are not on their jobs? Someone might say it's good to let the mind wander. After all, this is how new ideas are found. Yes, the imagination can do great good when it's given some room to wander from familiar ground. Every invention from the light bulb to the internet came as a result of the mind strain from beneath the beaten path. Came as a result of mind strain from the beaten path. Children themselves need some room to explore, but there is a danger if they are not supervised. It is one thing to let them be free to wander in a house or on the farm. It's another thing to let them wander downtown. Even worship, when the word of the mighty God is read, the mind drifts. It happens to me a lot. It does. Mind drifts. How much more do they drift when they are not in worship and not hearing the Bible? How much more do the imaginations run loose when the word of God is not preached from the pulpit in its power and simplicity? The mind left to itself easily wanders into lust, envy, self-pity, bitterness, hate, greed and many other selfish thoughts. It needs supervision. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly in all wisdom. Thy word have I hid in my heart, that I might not sin against thee. Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. That's my video of Does the Mind Wander? Thanks so much for listening.